Hey everybody, it's your girl Bunny. To all of my returning subscribers, hey, how you doing? And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Kick your feet up, subscribe to this family-friendly channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any post, and also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name so you don't miss the sneak peeks of what's coming up next. In this video, we'll discuss how Beyoncé fans call out Ivy Park models for blackfishing. When I saw the title and I saw the photo, I thought, okay, so they're probably not black and they're just embracing certain things in black culture with hair and style. But it's so much more to that. Oh, I got the tea, honey. It's all coming up next. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I was just scrolling through the gram, just looking at random stuff. And I saw here and there people saying that it was backlash about some Ivy Park models that were blackfishing. And I thought, okay, well, it's a lot of people who imitate, right, and duplicate black culture, hip hop, all this other stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, some people on their post, trying to look like something they not, and they flexing. But I was just like, wait a minute, it's on the Ivy Park platform, so I see how a lot of people's feathers might be ruffled. And then I also thought, they grown. You can't stop somebody from dressing how they want to dress, whether you think they copying or not, right? And they can post whatever they want to post on their page. That's up to them. That's up to Ivy Park. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, y'all, but here is the issue. And here is what's wrong, because I want to explain this to everybody, and I want us to have a healthy debate in the comments with all of the evidence I'm going to show you, with all of the stuff, why certain things are wrong. And a lot of people who are not of color need to understand why people are upset about this. Once I present to you all of this information, it will make more sense, because a lot of people were thinking like me, just off the top, off the grip. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. People mad, blah, blah, blah. But people are always going to imitate our culture. But it's not that. This situation and a lot of situations on social media, it's not just loving the culture. It goes so much deeper than that. A lot of you need to go back, use whatever resource you can, and do a lot of research about blackface in American culture, and racist images portraying stereotypical views of black people. So this phenomenon of blackfishing, we will get into for a second, because I really want to educate a lot of people about this. To make matters worse, when the two Instagram models started to read the comments about why this was wrong, their response made the issue just so much worse. So let's start from the beginning. Fans of Beyoncé's athletic brand Ivy Park were not happy with the company's most recent Instagram post. The clothing brand recently shared a promotional photo on its social media page that featured two models many are accusing of blackfishing. The photo, which was posted Wednesday, December 8th, starred two models who go by Elena Beauty, I think, and Anastasia 1102 on Instagram, respectively sporting attire from the second installment of the Ivy Park relaunch. The second capsule launched in late October and quickly sold out across the stores and in online shops. At first, both of the women appeared to look like fair-skinned black women, but the fans of the famous brand quickly pointed out that they were Russian women posing as black women and flooded the comments section expressing their displeasure about the photo. Fans deemed the two models to be blackfishing, which is a term used to label the phenomenon of white women using tanning and makeup to appear to have some type of black African ancestry. The models responded to the backlash they received for their picture, and on their personal page, one wrote in their native language that Instagram translators, of course, they translated it. And from the comments, she was terrified, quote unquote, after reading the comments. And she also expressed that she didn't, quote, understand what's wrong of being fascinated by the culture, the style, music, and she's been fascinated with it since childhood, end quote. Alina later asked if wearing traditional Russian clothes would have been a better option. She also continued, quote, "Would you forbid me from listening to hip hop, wearing flat jeans, and wearing all basically any kind of stuff? Like, would you be offended if I kept continuing to wear these clothes?" End quote. And at some point, the model even admits to her Russian background that, yes, I'm Russian, I'm just fascinated with the culture. She then posted another statement saying, quote, "It was funny day to day. It started with seeing our photo in the official brand account of We Are Ivy Park. First, I was happy, and then I was terrified of the comments under our photo. Dark-skinned women and white people slowly began to draw comments from the category, WTF, delete this, these white Russians insult our rights, what the hell do we wear braids, this is racism, and blah, blah, blah. They have the concept of blackfishing, when white people try to MOW to black skin, style, hairstyles, dances, and whatever is taken with their culture to, quote, God forbid, get some noises. But I don't understand what's wrong with being fascinated by this culture, their style, music, and dancing since childhood. I don't understand why I can't dress as I like, do hair that I like. This is how I should have been photographed." And there are some words there that I don't understand in Russian language. But no braids turn out to in general R's, but they don't know. A lot of the English is broken because it was originally written in her native tongue and then later translated into English. So that's why it's just a little bit off. But she basically goes on to say that there are also Southern girls with Gypsy and Caucasian roots. And yes, we are darker than most Russians. Well, now it's cramping yourself, SPF plus, so no dark-skinned woman gets upset. Why don't I feel that wild disrespect and discrimination in Asian women hair? So she kind of goes on and on about how she doesn't understand the backlash. She's just obsessed with the culture and she should be able to look how she wants to look. Seems innocent, seems like she's just unaware why it's such a, big deal. And I thought, okay, different countries, different cultures, different things, didn't grow up with the knowledge and knowing the American history of blackface when it was used for racism. Now there's this paradigm shift of white people loving the culture and embracing it. Here is when we enter the problem. We enter the problem. We enter the problem. If you enjoy black culture, you have to understand why there is such a connection with our culture being attached with racism, which is clearly not, in my opinion, trying to be racist. But blackfishing is when you totally change your skin color to look as if you are of African descent, a black person, black culture. And some people say, well, how's that wrong, right? Because there are still a lot of things as black people that we can't wear and rock without having a negative connection to it. If we wear it, it's inappropriate. It's ghetto, not right for the workplace, something that's not beautiful. But then we have somebody who's not of color depict their skin as brown skin, replicating the culture and getting credit for this is beautiful, this is awesome. That is the problem. And also I had to do a little research on this individual, and her whole identity and how she portrays herself has completely changed. I'll insert some video and some photo because I also don't want to make it seem like there's a form of bullying or as if I'm downing her. I'm using examples because I want people to understand why blackfishing to people of color is insulting, because there is this caucasity, right? The nerve to take and replicate and then take the skin and replicate it, because we are still under this thumb of systemic racism and systematic racism that we live with and that we deal with every day. And I can't wear a certain style going to work because I'll look inappropriate, quote unquote, or it's something that's not beautiful in Western society. But you take the full identity and you're being placed up on a pedestal, and then all of a sudden it's beautiful. So that can be really insulting and hurtful to people. And that's why people need to understand why this is backlash, why this is wrong. And I really think that the platform of that Instagram page should consider at all of those aspects, because what the con to this is, unfortunately, Beyonce's name being attached to it, because she's gone about her day. There's representatives that control each platform. They post pictures and they can put the context along to it, something that you don't have to worry about. Somebody, it's a team that's being paid to take control of that. I honestly think it's not the team's fault that there was backlash in this specific matter, because are they going to do a background check and look at all of the history of somebody that's rocking the style, and they probably thought, the representative probably saw this photo and said, oh, they're really enjoying the clothes, they look awesome, let's go ahead and post this photo. And I honestly think that's what they did. But the individuals that are guilty in this situation, which I'll prove, are guilty of blackfishing. And whether you intended to do blackfishing or not, you are guilty of blackfishing, and you need to understand why this has an emotional, ancestral, historical connection with what you're doing and why it's wrong. It is wrong. I need people to understand it's okay to wear braids. To me, it's okay to wear braids. You can wear locks. You can do all of that. You're embracing the culture. You're having fun. But there is a line that is drawn, a deep line that you visually need to see, that a line that you cannot cross. Each culture, each ethnicity has the right to keep at a certain point in a line to where you cannot do certain things when the oppression of those people follows. Do you understand that? Do you understand that there is a connection of what you're doing is wrong? Like with native people, right? It's offensive for Halloween if you're wearing their ceremonial feathers and cloths and things and going around saying stereotypical things. How? Me, such and such. Me, what? That is very offensive. People need to understand that. People need to understand the deep roots of that emotional connection. So let me give y'all the example that I was talking about, okay? These photos show who she is, how she's seen, her life, her with her friends, her true skin tone, her true Russian physical of what makes her her. When we insert the dark skin, now you're putting in dark skin. Now you are completely changing your skin color. And I'm showing some videos here just to give you an idea. Now you're totally changing your skin color. Then on top of that, we have the culture / hip hop culture, ethnicity embracing hip hop culture, which is wrong. This is wrong, changing your skin color, because it's something that you're guilty of, unfortunately, whether you intended for it to be or not. It is something that people need to realize that it's wrong when you're altering your skin color, when we are oppressed by the color. I hope you understand that. You're wearing a skin color that you can get away with and know that you can take it off at night and go back to something that's not under oppression. We cannot take it off. We live with it every day. So the glorification of it, The wearing it temporarily and knowing you could go back to your regular life when there is a level of society's view of what needs to be oppressed. We cannot take this skin off. We cannot change the skin. We are still oppressed by based on what we look like. Do you understand that? Braids, everything, cornrows, everything that symbolism of my ancestors and what's been given to us and what we have left based upon style, to have pride on where we come from. When I wear it, it's a problem. When you wear it, you can put it on and take it off and alter your skin tone when we are oppressed by the skin tone. It's not cool. If you don't understand it, you need to understand it. If you're blackfishing and you're doing it, you need to understand the difference. You need to understand that. That's just like when people say, well, I don't mean anything, but why can't I wear it? And I'm going to, whether you understand it or not, if you have any type of empathy and sympathy for humans, you would be empathetic and apathetic to why this is a problem. And if people keep doing it who are not of color and take a disregard to it, it's disrespectful and it's wrong. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment below. Let's respect one another in the comments. We have a way to agree to disagree. Conclusion to this video, Ivy Park may want to basically put some type of caption or something, because this is a sticky thing. This is a situation where we need to have more comments, because if they delete the post, then people are just like, well, that's, why you delete it and da-da-da-da-da. There needs to be conversation moving forward, okay, with clothes. We've seen this with brands. We've seen this so many times where representatives are so confused why it's so wrong. And I really think that the representatives of this page were unaware of who these two women were. I honestly think they saw this picture and was like, oh, they look good in the new line, and it came out. Okay, let's go ahead and post it. I don't know if they're officially hired by the brand and they were modeling. I don't know that. I'm unaware of that. Highly unlikely. I think that they just saw a picture, probably asked for the rights to repost it, and they did. The individuals, the two ladies, need to understand they are blackfishing, whether they intended to or not, and they are guilty of it, need to understand it. And moving forward, if they are true to being compassionate about other people, they will stop altering their skin color. Hence the blackfishing. They can wear whatever they want to wear and rock it. But they also need to understand there's a connection with the braids and the rolls and cornrows and everything else. You can get away with rocking that more than I can. And it comes from my people. So please put your comments down below. Share this video with family and friends. The more we talk about it, the more we can understand and grow as a human race. These are the things that we need to talk about. These are the things that we need to understand, the hurt, the sadness, and the pain that's connected with oppressing the ability for me to self-express things that have come from pop culture, hip hop culture, and things that go all the way back to the motherland. I love you so much. Put your comments down below. I want to stress, respect one another, okay? I love y'all. Until next time, I love you. Take care of yourself. Bye.